Testing. Oh, hello everybody. Here I am live with it's been a long time. It's been over a season since I've done a broadcast. Field of Dreams baseball, and here we are in season 5, early in season 5, 3 days in, and Field of Dreams, and we have a new look league with six divisions now, 4 teams in each division, and I'm going to start. Let me just share my screen, actually. So bear with me because I'm not, haven't done this in quite a bit. So let me just share my screen now. Say audio. Hopefully this all works. Let me just get my, sorry, I just want to move this off to the other side. And let me just see if we can see the chat. I think I'm probably taking people by surprise on this one, so I'm not expecting too many live chat members. But if you can hear me, please, and if you see this and you're live with the stream, just post something on there so I can know you're there. Just gonna put something here. Hey, Will. Just wanted to make sure I'm audible here. All right, before I start, so here we are on April 4th, and I see we have a great Chicago-St. Louis matchup here. Big rivalry here. This first game of the season. We're going to do that one, and I believe I'm gonna actually break precedent and possibly do my own team versus Lancaster, which I'm not going to do anything with my own team, but I'm just going to hit C the whole game. But I'd like to see D-Gens and Lancaster. I think that's another game that's good. And also, I think Crystal Lake and Washington may be a good one as well. So it's going to be a lot of the global league here, as Chicago has now moved over to the around the Horn division with Lehigh, St. Louis, and Florence. Florence is a surprising 3-0. And I think we're going to start off with Chicago and St. Louis. So let's see. So bear with me if. Okay, computer lineup. That's not the right one. Who's picked? Hold on a second. View opponent. There we go. So here we go. We get the lineups all set. We're playing at Pittsburgh's PNC Park. Let me know if you can hear the game sound.
Pitching for St. Louis, Joe McGinnity. Leading off for Chicago, second baseman, Billy Herman.
What is Bernie? What do you sound is okay? Voodoo. You said voodoo. I'm like, what is voodoo? All right, I'm gonna turn off these the announcer first of all, because that's how I have it set up on mine. If I can just do that here. Play by play. There we go. No narrator. All right. We got Joe McGinnity on the mound for St. Louis Hawks. But another one of these teams did do some rebranding this season. So now we have the St. Louis Hawks, which is Big Clue's team, and we have the Chicago Great Horned Owls, which is now Dave Lando's team. So for the Great Horned Owls, we're visiting. We have Billy Herman leading off, Sam Mertes batting second, Mike Trout batting third, John Mayberry batting fourth, Albert Pujols batting fifth, Pee Wee Reese batting sixth, Don Hoke batting seventh, Jack Warner batting eighth, and Ken Berry batting ninth. On the mound is Joe McGinnity, and left field we got Wally Moon, center field K-Line, Right field, Ichiro. Third base, George Brett. Arky Vaughn's at shortstop. Eddie Collins is at second, and Joey Votto is at first base. And behind the plate is Mike Piazza. Now, of course, there's a big trade. I think it was today, and half of the players on this starting lineups are switching teams. I'm not going to go into the details yet. We're gonna act like this hasn't happened yet. So here we go. Hey MV, hey Will, hey Bernie, thanks for joining. And hey Dave Lando, thanks for joining. And the first pitch from McGinnity to Herman. There's a fly ball to left field. Moon's back. Oh, it's off the wall, and Herman's going for 3, and he's safe with a triple to left field off the wall to lead off the game. Billy Herman. That brings up Sam Mertes.
Strike 3.
He struck him out. 1 strikeout from McGinnity. Here's Mike Trout. And he hits a fly ball to left field. Moon's there under that one, and the run's going to come home to score. Sacrifice fly, 1-0 quickly in Chicago, 2 outs. John Mayberry's up. And he grounds it to second base, and Eddie Collins makes an error and allows the runner to go to second base. And now we have runner at second with 2 outs. Mayberry's there, and here comes Albert Pujols.
Strike 3.
And he strikes him out. So after half inning, we have 1-0 Chicago. And here comes for St. Louis. We have Ichiro Suzuki leading off. Wally Moon batting second. Mike Piazza batting third. K-Line batting fourth. Eddie Collins batting fifth. Joey Votto batting sixth. DHing is Edgar Martinez, George Brett, and Arky Vaughan. And on the mound is Rudy May. Pitch to Suzuki. Walks.
Take your base.
First walk. And Moon lays down a bunt and moves Suzuki over to second base with 1 out now. And here's Piazza. And he hits a base hit. And Suzuki's going to stay at third. So it runs at the corners and 1 out. And here comes K-Line.
Call tip.
Tips that one as Piazza was running. And K-Line grounds it to second, throws it over to short for 1, but they can't get the double play, and a run will score to tie the game up. So, and we have Eddie Collins without K-Line at first with 2 outs. And here's a pitch to Collins. He lines out to Billy Herman at second base, and that does it for the first inning. So it's 1-1 tie, and here comes Pee Wee Reese. He's batting .333 this season.
Strike 3.
He whiffs him. Here's Don Hoke, 1 for 11 this season so far.
Strike 3.
And he strikes out. And here's Jack Warner, sat in the corner.
Strike 3.
And he struck out. Joe McGinnity strikes out the side in the second inning. 5th strikeout of the game. And here comes Rudy May to start off the bottom of the second, facing Joey Votto. Votto, it's a line drive to right field, and Mike Trout's there for the catch. Out number 1. Edgar Martinez flies to left, and Sam Mertes is there to make the catch. 2 quick outs, and here comes George Brett.
Strike 3.
And George Brett strikes out. So we go to the third, 1-1. Here comes Ken Berry. He grounds it to Collins, throws the first, out number 1. Here's Herman. 1 for 1 today with a triple, and he grounds to shortstop. Arky Vaughn's there, makes the play, out number 2. Sam Mertes comes up, 0 for 1. And Mertes hits a base hit to left field with 2 outs, and here's Mike Trout. And check on Mertes, he's safe. And Mike Trout hits a base hit, and it's going to be extra bases and a run-scoring double to center field, Mike Trout. So it's now 2-1 Chicago, and here's John Mayberry. And he hits a fly ball deep to center field. K-Line's going back and makes the catch. And for out number 3, that does it for the top of the third. It's now 2-1 Chicago. And here comes Arky Vaughan. 2 for 6 so far this season.
Strike 3.
And he whiffs. Here comes Ichiro. He flies it to left field and deep. But Mertes is in the corner and makes the catch. And it brings up Wally Moon. Moon.
Ball 4. Take your base.
And he walks, and here comes Mike Piazza. And Mike Piazza shoots one through the hole. And he's on first. And Wally Moon moves up to second with a base hit. And it's 2 outs. And they got something going. His Al K-Line is 0 for 1. And it's a ball one.
Ball 4.
And he walks him. So Rudy Mays in some trouble with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Eddie Collins up. He's 0 for 1 today.
Strike 3.
And he whiffs him to get out of the inning. And we go to the top of the 4th. And Albert Pujols leads off. And he grounds a base hit to the left side. Up for 1 on, nobody out. And here's Pee Wee Reese. And he grounds a base hit right past the shortstop for 2 on, nobody out. And here's Don Hoke. And it's a wild pitch on McGinnity's side. So he's been striking out people, but he's also a little bit wild today. And here's a pitch to Hoke.
Strike 3.
And he strikes out number 6. Brings up Jack Warner. Trying to drive in 2 on the pond out there.
Strike 3.
And he strikes out Jack Warner. And here's Ken Berry. Joe McGinnity's coming back in a big way. Oh, he walks Ken Berry. Brings up Billy Herman, who's 1 for 2 with a triple. And his soft grounder to short. Vaughn throws to Collins for the out. And they can't score the runs as it remains 2-1 Chicago. And here comes Joe Votto to lead off.
Ball 4.
And
Take
Joey
your
Votto
base.
walks to lead off the inning. Here's Edgar Martinez. Pops it up to right field, and Trout's there, out number 1. George Brett takes the. Here's the pitch from May. He grounds it softly to short to Herman for 1, over to Pujols for double play that ends the inning. Go to the 5th inning. It's 2-1 Chicago. And here comes Sam Mertes. He's 1 for 2.
Strike 3.
And he whiffs number 8 for McGinnity. Here's Trout.
Strike 3.
Number 9 for McGinnity is Mayberry. Mayberry flies it to left field. Moon is there, and that quickly ends that 5th inning, top of the 5th. And here comes Archie Vaughn, Ichiro Suzuki, and Wally Moon do up here. Man, Archie Vaughn leads off with a single. And here's Ichiro, and he laps a base hit, and Archie Vaughn's going to stay at second. 2 on, nobody out for the Hawks of St. Louis. And here comes Wally Moon, who is, I believe he's 0 for everything. Yeah, so he grounds it short and a race to first, and he's out at first, but he gets the 2 runners over to second and third. Here's Mike Piazza with 2 runners in scoring position. And there's a base hit to the right field. That's going to score both of them. So Piazza comes through with his 3rd hit today. And he's on first base with 1 on out, and now 3-2 lead for St. Louis Hawks.
Ball 4.
And another walk. Eddie Collins, and he wraps a base hit. Now that's going to go all the way to the wall, and Collins is going to get a double that scores another run. It's 4-2 now. Wayne Twitchell was also going to be on his way come May. He's coming into pitch in relief. Edgar Martinez grounds it softly to first, throws to Reese for 1, back to Pujols for the double play to end the inning. So the Hawks get 3 to take a 4-2 lead. We go to the top of the 6th, and we got Pujols, Reese, and Hoke due up. Pujols pops it up to second base. Collins is there and makes the play for out number 1.
Strike 3.
Reese strikes out as number 10 for Joe McGinnity. Don Hoke rounds it back to McGinnity over to Votto. That does it for out top of the 6th. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Wayne Twitchell will face George Brett. 0 for 2. Brett hits a fly ball deep to right, and he's out. There's Archie Vaughn, 1 for 2. He hits it sharp, but right at Trout in right field corner for out number 2. And here's Suzuki. Base hit for Suzuki. It's the 2nd hit of the game, and here comes Wally Moon. Wally Moon grounds it softly to second and throws to Pujols. And that does it for the bottom of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. We got Warner, Berry, and Herman due up. Warner hits a fly ball right at Moon. Makes the catch for out number 1. There's a fly ball to center field. K-line is there. And now that brings up Herman, who's 1 for 3. Shopley hit to second base, but fielded by Collins for out number 3. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. All right, we got Mike Piazza. Oh, and Sandy Koufax is coming in the pit in relief. Some strange doings here with the Chicago Great Horned Owls. GHO. Here's the pitch to Piazza. Piazza flies out to left field. Mertes is there. Al Kaline's 0 for 1 today.
Ball 4.
And his second draws his second walk of the game. Here comes Eddie Collins, who lined to second, struck out and doubled. And his K-line goes off and he steals his first base of the season. And Eddie Collins gets put on first base intentionally to face Joey Votto. And Votto takes Koufax deep down the line off into the corner, and that's going to be extra bases. We're going to see how many in a second as Votto stays at second. And the throw home, he's safe. It's a 2-run double. So it's now 6-2 St. Louis. And Sandy Koufax is getting roughed up a little bit, but he strikes out Edgar Martinez, and there's George Brett.
Ball 4.
He walks Brett. Arky Vaughn, 1 for 3. And it's grounded softly to short, and it's a poor play by Pee Wee Reese, who's a 10 shortstop, I believe. And it's now bases loaded, two outs, and his Ichiro's 2 for 3. And he loops one into right field for a base hit. It's going to score 1 and the throw home, and it's going to be another run. So it's now 8-2 blowout here for St. Louis. And Johnny Padres is coming in. I believe he came from St. Louis in one of the many St. Louis Chicago trades this year. And here comes Wally Moon, hits it softly to Herman, who throws over to first and ends the inning. 4 runs scored by St. Louis. It's now 8-2. And the Great Horned Owls have to come up with at least 6 runs in the next 2 innings. So here comes Mertes. And there's a shot to the gap. And it's a double for Mertes to lead off the top of the 8th. And here comes Mike Trout. And he has a base hit. Let's see if Mertes, oh no, he's staying at third. And we got first and third with nobody out. And here's Mayberry. Mayberry grounds the second. This could be 2. Devon for 1 over to Votto and double play with 2 outs. A run scores, but now 8-3. But now there's 2 out, and here's Albert Pujols. It's a fly ball to center, and that does it for the top of the 8th. And here comes Mike Piazza to face Johnny Padres. And Piazza hits it to the gap. That's going to be a double. Mike Piazza with the second double, I believe, in his 4th hit of the game. Al Kaline bloops one into right. That's going to be a base hit, and Piazza stops at third. And here's Eddie Collins. And it looks like he just, an error and throw by Padres at second base, and everybody's safe. And a run comes in. It's now 9-3, and the beat goes on. And Votto strikes out. Edgar Martinez comes up, grounds it short, softly to second, over to Reese for 1, over to Pujols. It's a double play that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 9th, and this is it for Chicago. And McGinnity with his 11th strikeout. And here's Don Hoke. He flies it softly to K-line, his 2 quick outs, and here's Jack Warner hit by the pitch. Maybe it was a signal of some unhappiness by McGinnity, but we'll see what happens here. Ken Berry over 2. And he grounds it to third. The throw over to first, and Votto corrals it, and that's the game. It's 9-3 final. St. Louis Hawks go to 2-1. Chicago falls to 0-4 in this early in this season. So that's not a good start for Chicago, but plenty of time obviously for the season to turn things around. And they fall behind Florence by 3.5 games. Okay, we will now take you to the land of the Washington Generals to face the Crystal Lake Killers. who used to be the Mid-Michigan Thrillers, but now they're the Killers with a Z. The Killers are 1-1, and the Washington Generals are looking for their first win. We're going to be playing this game at, looks like Three Rivers Stadium, circa 1974-ish. Computer lineup, view opponent, computer lineup, view opponent, computer lineup. Okay, we got the lineups. Ready to go with this game. Jack Morris taking on Doc Ellis. Play ball.
Play ball.
So here we go. We got the lineups for the Killers. Wade Boggs leading off. Rod Carew batting second. Barry Bonds third. DHing Miguel Cabrera hitting cleanup. Jimmy Fox batting fifth. Curtis Granderson in center field batting sixth. Pudge Rodriguez batting seventh. Dewey Evans batting eighth. And Alan Treadmill, we will call him, batting ninth. On the mound, as mentioned for the Washington Generals, is Doc Ellis. In the field, we get left field, Willie Stargell. Center field, Cy Seymour. Right field, Mookie Betts. First base, Dan Bruthers. Second base, Joe Kelly. Shortstop, Art Fletcher. Third base, Richie Hebner. And behind the plate, Chief Myers. What a name. Stole that from Robert Parrish. Anyway, so here we go. First pitch, Doc Ellis to face my man, Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs flies out to Stargell in left field, out number one. And we got Rod Carew. He converted to Judaism. Here's the pitch. And Rod,
Ball.
another base. I saw a thing that I think just this weekend, Rod Carew became a U.S. citizen. So good for him. And as it grounds it to Kelly at second, throws to first. Here's the pitch to Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, it's a fly ball to right, but Mookie Betts is there, so it's a scoreless top of the first. And we go to the bottom of the first. We have for the Generals, we have Topsy Hartzell DHing and leading off. Mookie Betts batting second, Bruthers third, Stargell fourth, Seymour fifth, Hebner, Kelly, Chief Myers, and Art Fletcher round out the lineup. And we have left field, Barry Bonds, Granderson in center, Evans in right, Jimmy Fox at first, Rod Carew at second, Alan Treadmill at shortstop, Wade Boggs at third, and Pudge Rodriguez behind the plate. And on the mound is Jack Morris. Pitch to Topsy Hartzell. And it's a slow pop-up. Not Steve Tate slow, but pops up to Pudge Rodriguez for out number one, and here's Mookie Betts. And Mookie Betts wraps a single. He's on first base with one out, and here's Dan Bruthers. Bruthers grounds it to Morris, who throws to the second for one, but can't get the double play, and we have two outs, and Willie pops Stargell.
Hey,
And check on Bruthers, he's safe.
strike three.
And Stargell goes down swinging. So after one, no score. Is Doc Ellis to face Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera hits a fly ball deep to center. Out number one, Jimmy Fox. He hits a fly ball to center in the same exact spot, and Seymour makes the play. And Curtis Granderson
Strike three.
strikes him out. Drop third strike, throws to first. Out number three. Bottom of the second, Cy Seymour, Richie Hebner, and Joe Kelly due up. Cy Seymour hits a fly ball off the wall in center field for a leadoff double. And Slash Deep Gaming is here, the owner of the Killers. And here comes Richie Hebner to face Jack Morris. Richie Hebner hits a fly ball to Dewey Evans, and Cy Seymour will not test Dewey's arm as he has a formidable arm. And here is the pitch from Morris to Kelly. Kelly grounds to third. Wade Boggs throws over to first, and an error on Wade Boggs, first of the season, which will cause a run to score. So an ill-timed error, and Joe Kelly makes it to first, and the runner comes home on the bad throw. Here is Chief Myers. Chief Myers grounds a single through the hole, and it's now first and second with one out. Art Fletcher. I don't know some of these guys. And Art Fletcher comes up with a big base hit, and the bases will be loaded with one out. Here's Topsy Hartzell back to the top of the order. And line drive to left field, and it's caught, and the throw home, he's safe. And the runners move up on the throw all to the plate, so it's now second, third, 2 outs, and 2-0 lead by the Generals. And Mookie Betts hits a fly ball deep to left field, off the wall, and 2 runs will score. It's now 4-0 with a double by Mookie Betts. So the Generals take a 4-0 lead, and Bruthers flies out to Granderson to end the second. So the only thing I'm missing from the Generals is seeing Shaq on a commercial with a cartoon general guy. Anyway, here comes Pudge Rodriguez to face Doc Ellis. Pudge grounds to Kelly, throws to first, and it's close, but he's out. Here comes Dewey Evans. He walks him. Alan Treadmill 0 for 6 in the season so far. Grounds to Bruthers for Fletcher for 1, but they can't get to 2. And Wade Boggs back to the top of the order, 3 for 10 this season so far. And Treadmill goes in the throw. He's safe for the stolen base, his first of the season. And Boggs, Ellis has problems with that one. It's an error. He bobbles it, and it's first and third, 2 outs. And here's Rod Carew trying to see if the Crystal Lake Killers can get back into this game. And Carew shoots a 2-run double to the right center field gap, and it's now 4-2. So we have a ball game, folks, unlike the Chicago game. Here comes Bonds, and Bonds walks. Here comes Miguel Cabrera with 2 on and 2 out. Cabrera lines to center field, and it's gonna drop, and the bases will be loaded. Only the second hit of the game for Crystal Lake. Here comes Jimmy Fox to see if he can try to do some more damage. And Fox grounds to second, and Fletcher has a problem. Fletcher has an error, his first, and another run comes home. So 3 runs on only 2 hits, 2 errors for the Generals so far this inning. And here comes Curtis Granderson. Base is still loaded. And Granderson pops up weakly looks like it's going right to Bruthers. Bruthers makes the catch, and the inning is over. It's now 4-3. So we have a game here, folks. Jack Morris to Willie Stargell. Stargell, the one that goes all the way to the wall, he's going for second and has it for a double. Cy Seymour's 5 for 8 this season so far. 1 for 1 today. And he walks him. Let's see. Richie Hebner, 1 for 10. Grounds it. 1-4-3 double play. Runner goes to third. 2 outs now. Joe Kelly trying to get Stargell in, and he cannot as he strikes out. So top of the 4th we go, and Ivan Rodriguez to face Ellis. Pudge grounds. It's going to be close, and he's out. Nice throw by Hebner. And Dewey Evans is 1 for 8 this season so far. Grounds it to short. Fletcher handles this one and throws to Bruthers for out number 2. And here's Alan Treadmill. Grounds it to Kelly over to Bruthers for out number 3. Bottom of the 4th, Chief Myers leads off. Flies out to Evans. Out number 1. Art Fletcher had a big error an inning or 2 ago. Grounds over to Boggs, throws to Fox for out number 2. Topsy Hartzell, DHing, walks him. Mookie Betts, 5 for 14 this season, 357 average. And it's a fly ball right to Curtis Granderson has it, and that does it for the 4th inning. It's 4-3 Generals. And Wade Boggs leads off 0 for 2. And he grounds a single to the right side. So he's on with nobody out, and his Rod Carew had a 2-run double. And Boggs is going. He's caught stealing. He's thrown out by Chief Myers. And Carew fly ball to Seymour at center field, and he makes the catch route number 2. And here's Barry Bonds and strikes him out. Jack Morris takes the mound and faces Dan Bruthers. Walks Bruthers. Willie Stargell 1 for 2. Strikes him out. Cy Seymour 5 for 8 with a walk. This season anyway. Oh, there's a shot to the gap. Another base hit for Seymour. Double. 3rd double of the season, 2nd today. And they got something going again here as Richie Hebner's up over 2.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out. Jack Morris comes up. And he's got 2 outs with two runners in the scoring position. Is Joe Kelly, who's 0 for 2. To put him on, they can face Chief Myers, who's 2 for 8 in the season, 1 for 2 today. And he flies out to Granderson. So that was a great strategic move by the manager of the Killers. And here comes Miguel Cabrera. Grounds it to Fletcher, throws to first, and he's out. Makes a great throw. Jimmy Fox. Base hit for Jimmy Fox. 1 for 3 now. Helps by full play by Joe Kelly. Curtis Granderson. Hey, it's a base hit and moves Fox up 90 feet. And here comes Pudge Rodriguez 0 for 2. And another base hit. Three hits in a row, and that's going to score another run. It's 4-4. Crystal Lake ties it up. Dewey Evans.
Pull.
Oh, a walk number 3 for Ellis. Bases loaded for Allen Treadmill. Myers checks on Ellis. Ground ball to first. Bruthers to Fletcher for 1, but they won't have time for double play. Another run scores. Now 5-4. Crystal Lake takes the lead with 2 outs. One is at the corners. Wade Boggs to the plate. Wade Boggs grounds to short. Fletcher to first and ends the inning. Crystal Lake takes the lead. Comes back from 4 down. Here is Art Fletcher to face Jack Morris. Fletcher with a great play by Allen Treadmill. Throws to Fox, out number 1. Topsy Hartzell pops it up behind the plate. We'll see if there's enough room for Pudge Rodriguez. He does not have the room. And Topsy Hartzell hits a fly ball deep down the right field line, and that's going to be gone for a home run, his second of the season. Now 5-5. And here comes Mookie Betts. And he hits a fly ball left field, but Barry Bonds is there to make the catch. Now 2 outs. Tie game. Here's Dan Bruthers, and he hits a ground ball to Trammell. Throws to first, and Fox has it for the out. Number 3. You go to the top of the 7th. Tie game 5-5. Rod Carew steps to the plate, and he gets a base hit. He's going for 2, and he makes it. The second double of the game. Barry Bonds steps to the plate. He grounds right back to Ellis, and Carew has to stay at second. So there's 1 out. Miguel Cabrera hits a single right up the middle, and Carew stays at third. So we got runners at the corners and 1 out, and here's Jimmy Fox 1 for 3. Line drive to center field. Seymour has it, and the run will score on the sacrifice fly. 6-5. Crystal Lake takes the lead again. And here comes Curtis Granderson. It's a fly ball to center field, and Seymour has it, and we go to the 7th inning stretch. And here we go with Willie Stargell. Strike him out, number 5 for the game. Cy Seymour fouls it off. He's now 2 for 2 with a walk, and he's now 6 for 9. 667 average this season. And another base hit. Cy Seymour cannot be to get out. His third hit is 3 for 3, and his Hebner. See if the Generals can come back again. But Hebner pops up to the Carew. Should have it for out number 2. He does. And here comes Joe Kelly 0 for 2. Check on Seymour. He's safe. And Joe Kelly grounds to Boggs. It's going to be close, and he's out. That does it for the bottom of the 7th. Doc Ellis is tired. Let's see what happens. Pudge Rodriguez. Oh, Ramon Hernandez is going to pitch. A lefty. He's a catcher. That's not right. That's not good at all. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Might have a problem with somebody's depth chart or something, or rotation, but that's not good. Steve Tate, what do we do here? Ramon Hernandez. Yeah. Wow. I guess I'll just go. And Ramon Hernandez strikes out somebody. Evans. There's a ground ball to Hernandez. He can play there's 2 outs. Okay, well, I can't change anything because I'm a. Hold on. How do I change? That's not Washington, is it? It is Washington. Yeah, Ramon Hernandez is in the first closer, and he's set in the setup. That's not good. Are these all starters in the? Where's all his relievers? I don't know if he's. I guess. All right, Nelson Bryles is coming in. I don't know. Jamie's got to set up his pitching staff a little bit better than that. There we go. And he gives up a bit. Ramon Hernandez had two outs, and now he gives up a base hit. So Wade Boggs faces Bryles,
Ball 4.
and he
Take
walks
your
him.
base.
I hope Bryles is a pitcher. And it comes Carew. Fly ball to left field, makes the play. So it's going to be struggling for, and Jack Morris is tiring. Hopefully the Killers have someone better in their bullpen than Jamie's team did. Ernesto Frieri. He looks like a pitcher anyway, so that's good. Facing Chief Myers. Foul ball. Yeah, it's a base hit double for Chief Myers. Fletcher comes up. Ground ball to short. Myers is going to stay at second. There's 1 out. Luke Gregerson's coming in. Base hit. And runner doesn't score. The tying run is at the third base with 1 out. Mookie Betts is trouble coming up. And he walks him. So bases loaded with 1 out. Dan Bruthers pops it up to the behind the plate. Rodriguez has room and makes the catch. That's out number 2. It's a big out, and here's Willie Stargell, who has struck out 3 times today and lined a double. Pudge Rodriguez goes to Gregerson, checks. Here's the pitch. Strikes out for the 4th time. Willie Stargell. Big spot and came up small. Here comes Bryles to face Bonds. Grounds to first. Bruthers has it. Cabrera pops up to Myers. Myers is underneath it and makes the play for out number 2. Bob Moose is going to pitch. Yeah, he's a pitcher. Fox grounds a single to the left side, and here comes Curtis Granderson. Hey, it's a fly ball deep to center, but Seymour's there. Luckily, there's been no issues with the pitching besides, nothing that hurt him. So his size Seymour, 3 for 3, facing Gregerson. Oh, Heath Bell's coming in. And Seymour strikes out. They get him out. He's 3 for 4, and here's Hebner. 0 for 4. He hits a fly ball to left field. Bonds is there, and we got down to the last out, the Generals. Joe Kelly's 0 for 3. Lines a foul. Here comes the pitch by Heath Bell. Grounds to third. Great play by Boggs over to first, and that does it for the game. Crystal Lake Killers beat the Generals 6-5. So, luckily there was no issue with the pitching other than that hurt the teams. But Ramon Hernandez did pitch 2/3 of an inning of scoreless relief, so we had plus stuff. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we'll do one more game tonight, and then we'll sim the rest of the day. I'm going to play Lancaster and D-Gens, even though it is my team, but I'm not obviously doing anything. So I'd like to just see this matchup. So D-Gens at Lancaster. We're playing at Wrigley Field. Oh, that's fine. Lineup. Computer lineup. View opponent. Computer lineup. View opponent. All right. Fighting Amish are 3-0 in the division, and D-Gens are 1-1.
Play ball.
Okay, so here we go for the visiting D-Gens. Starting lineup is center field, Ty Cobb. Batting second, Manny Ramirez. Third, Kevin Youkilis. Fourth, Sam Crawford. Fifth, Enos Slaughter. Sixth, Yadier Molina. Seventh, Ray Boone. Eighth, Nap Lajoie. And ninth, Rogers Hornsby. Pitching for the Lancaster Fighting Amish is Bill Hands. Happy Phelps in left. Max Carey in center. Bill Nicholson in right. Jim Bottomley at first. Bobby Richardson at second. Joe Sewell at short. And Nolan Arenado at third. And then behind the plate, is Joe Mauer. So the pitch to Cobb from Hands. And as a pop-up to the catcher, and Mauer's there, has it for number 1. Brings up Manny Ramirez. Rounds it to Arenado, makes a great play, out number 2. And that's his first great play. And Kevin Youkilis, 3 for 8 this season so far. It's a fly ball to center field, and Carey's there, makes a great play. And we go to the bottom of the first. We have for the Lancaster Fighting Amish, Joe Sewell batting first, Mauer at second, Bill Nicholson, Gabby Kravitz at DH batting fourth, Jim Bottomley, Happy Phelps, Bobby Richardson, Nolan Arenado, and Max Carey. On the mound for the D-Gens is Jake Arrieta facing Joe Sewell. Grounds it to Hornsby. Over to first. Youkilis makes the play, out number 1. Here's the pitch to Mauer. Mauer hits a fly ball deep off the wall. It's going to be a double for Joe Mauer. Oh, sorry. And we have Jake Arrieta facing Bill Nicholson.
Strike 3.
And strikes him out. And we have Gabby Kravitz, the DH.
Ball 4.
Walks him. So 2 on, 2 out. And here's Jim Bottomley. Oh, that's going to go to the wall. That's going to be a double, and 2 runs are going to score. And Bottomley's going for third with a triple. 2-0. Lancaster takes the lead. And his Happy Phelps grounds to Hornsby over to first. That does it for the inning. After 1, it's 2-0 Fighting Amish. Bill Hands faces Sam Crawford. Sam Crawford hits a fly ball deep, but carries there. And here's Enos Slaughter. He hits a fly ball deep, and that's going to be gone for a home run. Enos Slaughter for the D-Gens. That is his second home run of the season. It's 2-1 now, and here's Yadier Molina, who's 2 for 7 so far this season.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out.
Yeah.
And Ray Boone, who's 3 for 7. He hits a fly ball deep to left center field. That one's gone. And just like that, the D-Gens used the long ball to tie up the game at 2. And here's Nap Lajoie. Looks like he bunts it, and it's an error on the throw from Arenado. So Lajoie ends up at second base on the bad throw, and here's Rogers Hornsby, 0 for 6 in the season. And he drives a base hit, and Lajoie is going to come home, and the throw home is safe, and Hornsby ends up at second with the throw. So 3-2, the D-Gens take the lead, and here's Ty Cobb. And he wraps a base hit, and Hornsby's going to come home, and the throw was going to be too late, and it's now 4-2 D-Gens. And here comes Manny Ramirez. And Cobb goes, and he's caught stealing. Ty Cobb thrown out to end the inning. So they get 4 runs. It's now 4-2. And here's Bobby Richardson. Base hit for Bobby Richardson. Arrieta faces Arenado. Check on Richardson. He's safe. And Arenado hits a fly ball to Cobb. Has it for out number 1. Max Carey, who's 5 for 8 this season, .625 batting average. Hits a fly ball. That's going deep, and that one's gone. Max Carey makes it 4-4, a 2-run home run. And here's Joe Sewell. Grounds it to Hornsby again. Throws to first, out number 2. So and there's an injury. Jake Arrieta out of the game. That will force Harvey Haddix to come in to face Joe Mauer. So the first injury for the D-Gens. Hopefully it's not a long one, but we'll see what happens. Youkilis hands it and flips it to Haddix, out number 3. Here comes Manny Ramirez. Grounds it to third. Throws it to Bottomley for out number 1. Kevin Youkilis is up. He's 3 for 9 this season. With a base hit, he's now 4 for 10. Here is Crawford.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out and brings up Enos Slaughter. And Youkilis goes with the pitch. And he's safe with a stolen base. Pitch to Slaughter, who had a home run. And grounds it to Richardson. Throws to first, out number 3. That does it. It's now 4-4 at the bottom of the third. Bill Nicholson to face Haddix. Grounds it to Lajoie. And there's Kravitz. Flies out to Cobb. And Bottomley. And it's a fly ball. And that goes to Cobb. And he has it for out number 3. We go to the 4th. Yadier Molina. But Ray Boone and Nap Lajoie lead up, due up in the inning. Molina, great play by Sewell. Out number 1. And here's Ray Boone, who's 1 for 1 with a solo home run. Grounds to Hut Richardson and is out number 2. Nap Lajoie reached on an error and he strikes out this time. So 4-4 after 3.5. And here's Happy Felsch. Flies out to Cobb. That's 3 in a row to Cobb. Here comes Richardson. Lines out to Cobb. He makes a great play. So that's 4 in a row that's gone to Cobb. Here comes Arenado.
Ball 4.
Walked
Take your
by
base.
Haddix. Max Carey's been all kinds of problems. Grounds to third. Ray Boone with close play. He's safe. Base hit. Infield single for Max Carey. He's doing great. Here's Joe Sewell.
Ball 4.
And he's
Take your
walking.
base.
So Haddix is running into some issues here. Facing Joe Mauer.
Ball 4.
And he walks home a run. Nicholson grounds to short. Throws to first.
Poop.
And he's out to end the inning on a close play. It's 5-4. Top of the 5th. His Rogers Hornsby, Ty Cobb, and Manny Ramirez due up. Arenado makes the play over to Bottomley, out number 1. His Ty Cobb, 1 for 2. Rounds to Hands, who's out number 2. And here comes Manny Ramirez, 0 for 2.
Strike 3.
Struck him out. So D-Gens held in check in the 5th. And here comes Fighting Amish, Kravitz, Bottomley, and Felsch. Kravitz is 0 for 1.
Ball 4.
Another walk by Haddix. 4th walk of the game. Bunted. Oh, no, Aaron throw to second base by Molina. And it's first. Let's see what happens here. First and second. Yeah. Wild pitch. A pass ball by Molina. So an error and a pass ball by Yadier Molina doesn't help. Fly out to Cobb, web gem, and the run's going to score. It's now 6-4. 1 out, and here comes Haddix is tired, and his Bobby Richardson, and Roy Face is coming in. And base hit. And an error by Ramirez. This is just not coming out for the D-Gens. Now 7-4 by Lancaster. Oh, there's a base hit. Oh, no. Okay, it was a line out to left field, so there's 2 outs now. And here's Max Carey, 2 for 2, batting 700 this season.
Ball 4.
And there's another walk. And there's Joe Sewell. Grounds it to first. The pitcher grabs it, Roy Face, and throws to Youkilis, out number 3. We go to the 6th inning, and here's Bill Hands to face Youkilis, 1 for 2. Base hit for Youkilis. Sam Crawford, 0 for 2. There's a long fly ball, but Carey's there. He gets over Webber. And Youkilis, oh my God, Youkilis is trying to tag up at first. And to go to second, it gets thrown out. What a great play by Max Carey, just all over the place this game. Here's Enos Slaughter, pops up second base. Out, this will be out number 3 to Richardson. And then we go to the bottom of the 6th. The D-Gens are in trouble with their pitching as Roy Face is coming in for the bottom of the 6th for the second inning pitch. Joe Mauer lines out to Ty Cobb. It's great play number 3 today. Nicholson strikes out. And Kravitz. Base hit for Kravitz. Brings up Jim Bottomley. And he's got a base hit. Kravitz stops at second. 2 outs. 2 on, and his Happy Felsch 0 for 2. And grounds the pitcher. Roy Face grabs it, throws to first to end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Is Yadier Molina, Ray Boone, and Nap Lajoie. Molina lines it to Carey for a great play. Number 3 today. So center fielders are making plenty of plays today. And it's Ray Boone with a line out to right field, and here's Nap Lajoie. Another bunt, but he can't get on. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Bobby Richardson, Arenado, and Carey's up. Grant Balfour comes in. Grounds to Boone. Throws to first, out number 1. Arenado comes to the plate. He hits a long fly ball to Cobb. He makes a play. Another web gem. Unbelievable. 4 great plays today for Ty Cobb. 2 web gems. Unreal. The center fielders are definitely getting their workout today. And Max Carey strikes out. Get him out. So 7-4. Top of the 8th. Here comes Hands to face Rogers Hornsby. Hornsby hits a long fly ball to left. Felsch is there. Here's Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb gets on. Walk Manny Ramirez 0 for 3. And his Keith Hernandez, the pinch hit. Okay. And he's going to ground into force out at second. His 2 outs, and his Kevin Youkilis. Wow. Rocky Nelson, the pinch hit. All right. Looks like some manager file issues are happening here. So Joe Sewell's coming up. Grant Balfour rounds to second. Lajoie plays with Hernandez for 1. And fly ball to Slaughter, he has the play, and his Bill Nicholson 0 for 4. Double for Bill Nicholson, not Nicholson. Here comes Gabby Kravitz, 1 for 2. Daniel Bard's coming in. Putting on Kravitz and his Bottomley. Base hit. And now bases loaded for Happy Felsch, who's 0 for 3. Grounds it to first, flips to Bard for 3 out number 3. We go to the top of the 9th. Bill Hands may be coming out. Here's Sam Crawford. And yes, Ryan Duran to pitch. And Crawford flies out to McCary, makes a great play. Number 4 today. So him and Cobb both have 4 great plays. Enos Slaughter hits a fly ball to Felsch. He makes a great play. Lots of great plays going around today. And his 2 outs down to their last out, and his Yadier Molina. Grounds it to first, and that does it. Lancaster goes to 4-0. The D-Gens fall 1-2. And Javi Haddock saddled with the loss. And Bill Hands pitched great. 2 earned runs and 8 innings pitched. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Chico's and Hagerstown. I'm going to do a little simming. Hagerstown over Chico's 4-3. Swilling with a home run. T-ville and Beantown. T-ville beats Beantown 3-1. St. Pete and Edmonton. Edmonton over St. Pete 5-1. Sam Lever with the win. And we have Amazing and Long Island. Amazing 4-3 winners over Long Island. Brooklyn and Cleveland. Cleveland 9-3 winners over Brooklyn. And Hadley Lake and Vegas. Hadley Lake 8-2 winners over Vegas. And at home too. So the standings after the 4th. Nothing crazy to think about right now. It's so early, but Lancaster off to a great start. Florence off to a great start. Chico's, Washington, Chicago, Manchester, Philadelphia, all winless so far. And that's about it. So that's it for my, I guess, let me just look at the injuries here. If I can. Yeah, reports. I'm curious about my injuries here. League injuries. Arrieta is out Oh, just for the day. So no, he won't miss his next start. We have injuries. Oh, so Eddie Lopat's out until the 16th of May. And Cy Williams is out until April 23rd. Those are the longer term injuries we have. All right. Well, thank you very much. It was nice to do another broadcast. It's been a while, so I plan on being more regular on here, hopefully, and helping Bernie out. And nice to see MV doing it earlier today as well. And have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Goodbye, everyone.